Alright guys, we're back into bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you today. I'm tired.
What up guys? Welcome back to a brand new.
I think that's like I'm going away from the what up fam and I'm getting to the brand new. I don't know what's going on with me.
I'm keeping the familia, la familia.
This is Mrs. Suits. She's got her own channel. She's gonna comment on here. My almost wifey. You guys better subscribe to her or else I'm gonna be pissed. Get out of here! Welcome back to a brand new AskJT number 26. 26. Can you explain online schooling in the Navy and why you never tried it? So the reason why I never tried online schooling partially is because I was kind of lazy. Like, yes, I could have taken 2 to 3 classes. I could have had like 8 to 12 college credits when I got done with my 4.5 years. But to be honest, when you're part of a squadron, you're very, very, very busy. Especially if you're a junior sailor, regardless of what your job is in the Navy, if you're a junior sailor, E3 or below, you're not gonna just go and like, hey, I wanna take college classes. You know, you're not gonna be able to go to your chain of command and tell them that you wanna take classes. They're gonna go to you and they're gonna be like, all right, Sailor fucking Timmy, do you have all your qualifications? Do you have your air warfare pin? Do you have your surface warfare pin? Do you have all your watch standing quals? With most jobs and rates in the Navy, you're not gonna be able to start going to college until you've gotten all that shit done. And that's gonna take a couple years sometimes, a year or 2, sometimes even 3, to get all your quals, to get everything knocked out to where you can go to your chain of command and can be like, all right, sign off on my shit, I wanna take classes. Now there is that very lucky few, like some of my friends, DWK Videos and Nikki MGTV, they're both corpsmen who got stationed at a hospital. So they got fortunate enough to where they're not getting deployed. Their command let them start college almost, not right away, but they got to start school, you know, within 2 years. So like I said, it's a luck of the draw sometimes. This question from Austin is a good one. He says, if you got sent to an aircraft carrier tomorrow and you had to do your daily task from when you were in the Navy, would you remember everything? Let me break it down for you. So if I got sent right back in, they're like, JTsuits, you're going back in the Navy, you gotta start working. As an E5, if I was going back out on the ship, this is gonna be my daily life. You're gonna wake up at around 0600. You're gonna get on your uniform. You're gonna wake up in the berthing, brush your teeth, whatever, get ready for the day, shave. After you get ready in the morning, probably takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes sometimes, maybe less. You're gonna go to the galley. You're gonna go to the galley. You're gonna have a breakfast. Then you're gonna check into your squadron at 0700, 0730. After you check in, then you're gonna get all your workload for the day. Everyone's gonna go off to maintenance meeting. They're gonna get your workload, what you gotta do for the whole day. While they're at maintenance meeting, most of the times, cleaning stations is gonna be called. So at 0800 to 0900, a majority of sailors are gonna be cleaning on the ship. Unless you have to go work on the flight deck for flight schedule. That's where you're gonna not have to do cleaning stations. Majority of people though, 08 to 09, you're gonna clean. Now for me, I was always working on the flight deck. So when I got woken up in the morning after I ate my food and I checked in, 0730, 0800, I'm up on the flight deck launching birds. From 08, sometimes all day until 1600, 1700, I'm up worrying about flight schedule. If I'm not doing flight schedule on the ship, then I'm doing maintenance on the helicopters. You're gonna do daily inspections. You're gonna do turnaround inspections. You're gonna do phase inspections. You're gonna do 7-day, 14-day, 28-day special inspections. There's always something to do on the ship, especially squadron and aviation. So that was pretty much my workload on the boat. So yeah, it's almost been 2.5, 3 years since I've been hands on the aircraft, but I think I would remember most of everything. It's all muscle memory. I lived this stuff for 4 years straight. I slept, ate, drank, fucking naval aviation. So it was something like I'm doing now with YouTube. I was 110% in. I busted my ass in the Navy, and now that I'm out, I'm using that same mentality, trying to do workhorse and grind on YouTube. Also, when you're on the boat, when you're deployed, it's 12 on, 12 off. There's a day check, you're gonna be on for 12 hours. There's a night check, you're gonna be on for 12 hours. 12 on, 12 off. When you're on shore, it's a little different. There is still a day check and a night check. Sometimes there's a mid check. Sometimes it gets broken up into 3s. It depends on your squadron. Cassie has a pretty serious question. What are your thoughts on the Marines being sent to Syria? Syria for me is just a touchy subject in general. I just want to say you guys owe it to yourself to learn about Sunni and Shia and what happened in Iraq and all the spill off into Syria and what our involvement means over there, man. Last question, I got my AO question.
your mouth, fool!
Michael says, ask JT, aside from high levels of douchiness, is the AO rate pretty sick? I mean, I'm not a douche. I'm pretty humble, but that rate sounds pretty dope. LOL. Alright, look, you guys know I give AOs a lot of shit. It's just part of the fucking Navy. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys. In the military, people talk shit, man, 24/7. We talk shit about other branches, we talk shit about other jobs, especially on deployment. It's just the culture. When you get that much fucking testosterone in one environment for 9 months straight, it creates its own culture. I'm not saying that's a good thing, I'm just telling you the fucking truth and how it is. Now AOs, they kind of bring it onto themselves by how obnoxious they are in A school. Kind of a lowest common denominator thing. A lot of my good friends were AOs on helicopters. You're gonna work with a lot of torpedoes, M22s, 50 cals, Hellfire missiles. You're not gonna do a lot though. AOs don't really do that much shit. You know, they do just a lot of maintenance, a lot of basic maintenance and upkeep on the weapons. We don't really arm our helicopters with 50 cals and torpedoes unless we're out deployed in the Persian Gulf and the Straits of Hormuz, or if we're doing training missions. Other than that, it's very minimal. So you guys aren't going to be doing that much of the cool stuff. You're going to be doing a lot of maintenance, a lot of lifting, 1, 2, 3 lift. If you're not a part of a squadron as an AO, you're going to have it even worse. If you're a ship's company, you're going to be working a lot of times. If you're not up on the flight deck, there's a bunch of different divisions you can go to for AOs. A lot of the AOs work inside the ship, and all you do is bring the weapons up and down the weapons elevators all day. You're just moving the weapons up and down from the hangar bay to the flight deck. You're just checking on them, you're moving them, you're lifting them. You know, so AOs, it depends on what part of aviation ordnance that you're doing. But there are some potentially cool stuff that you can do. Touching on the douchiness of AOs, I think it just starts from A school. It just starts all from A school, man. That fucking march you do. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. As usual, on this AskJT, on this Q&A, I want to be here without you guys. We're on this road to 50K, then 100K. We're stacking and stacking and stacking on the fame. We're adding the subs, we're adding the army. I'm going to deploy the JTsuits army. We're going to get our own ship, and we're just going to sail the seas, man. If you want to see your question in the next AskJT, just leave your question with the hashtag AskJT. Hopefully I can get to it next time. See you guys very soon. Videos every day on the channel. Boom!